Hi guys, it's me, Hunter, and I'm here with my kitten, Tachi. His name is Tachi, and he's ready to go to sleepy on Daddy. So I couldn't do my video without him. He wouldn't allow it. He's the ruler of the house. So anyway, I'm back. I had an experience on a support group that I belong to for trans men, older trans men, and well, I didn't have a very good experience on there. I wasn't really having a good experience on there from when I joined. Just the way people acting on there, and when you join a support group, what are you joining for? Attention, to make friends. No, I joined to get some support, but I didn't get any positive feedback. Maybe a little here and there, but it wasn't really enough to stay on there. And I just noticed that a lot of these older trans men were really complaining a lot and bitching at each other and getting into arguments. And I wouldn't join into the arguments because I didn't really want to be like a Facebook and you're arguing on Facebook, or a YouTube channel where you're arguing with people arguing with each other. But it's like that. It's like I joined a rest home or something. I'm not kidding. It's just, I'm sure some people may have some good experiences on there, and they feel like they're supported. But I felt like it was high school where everybody's in a kind of a clique, and they were on there probably so long before I even joined that they all knew each other or felt like they knew each other, and they were supporting each other, and they were donating money to each other because I did see it. And I thought, well, and the guy, the owner of it, I couldn't stand him, the way he was treating other people. And then he'd get into arguments with people a lot, or they'd, complain back to him or bitch back at him. And I didn't really like his attitude, so I should have quit a long time ago, because I'm really not on there that much. There was like 3 times. The first time I posted a photo of myself because I just wanted to show my progress, and I didn't really get, I don't know why I didn't really get that much of the feedback was pretty bad. Just a few people saying, oh, we like your beard, or they were a little jealous of my beard because they couldn't get a beard, and that was about it. And then the second photo, that was like months later, I put a photo up. Oh, every time I put a photo up, there's this one guy, and I know he's doing that on purpose because I don't see his photos any other time, but every time I put a photo of myself, he made sure to put a photo of himself right after I put a photo of myself. And it was almost like he was saying, hey, look at me. Like, look at me, I'm better looking than that guy, or, I'm more manly looking. I don't know what he's thinking, but he would do it. So I thought, I'm not going to post another photo because I'm only trying to show my progress, because I did it twice, and then months went by and I had more progress. So I thought, oh God, I hope when I put my photo up to show my progress that this one certain guy doesn't post a photo right after me. It's juvenile. We're supposed to be adults, but trust me, adults don't always act like what you expect an adult to act like. You can be old or older, but there's people they're just not. They're immature, and these people, to me, are very immature. So I posted it anyway. And what happened the next day? Oh, there's his photo right after mine. Like, look at my blue eyes, kind of a thing. And I looked at the photo and I could tell, and I saw his Facebook. So I went onto his Facebook, and his eyes weren't that blue. As a matter of fact, it kind of looked like hazel and the other photos, but these photos he's posted, it's like he's enhancing the color of his eyes to look bluer, or even blue when they're not blue. So everybody's like, oh, look at those beautiful ocean eyes, and you're getting all these likes and loves, and it's juvenile, and it just pisses me off, because I wasn't trying to show off or be arrogant. I'm definitely not arrogant. I just wanted to show my progress, and he just wants to show how good looking he is. It pisses me off. So I thought that was juvenile, and that would be a good enough reason to leave right there. But I didn't leave. So with all the fighting and the bickering, and a lot of people will post on there because they're upset about things, because they are trans, they are transgendered, and they'll get on there and post about how they were misgendered that day, or just something like that, or they got a new job and the boss, told everybody they were trans or something, so they're kind of whining and crying to everybody about, things like that, and they're wanting support, or just, basically posting some photos of themselves, which that's fine. I just didn't like the one guy making sure he posted a better picture of himself right after I posted a photo of me, and he was the only one that did it. I couldn't stand it. So actually, I was going through a crisis this past week, and I don't like to whine and cry about stuff, but I thought, they whine and cry, and maybe they get what they want, and I really was getting desperate. I was so dysphoric. I felt like I was getting suicidal, but not really. I don't think I was gonna harm myself, but I have been in a facility before where doctors thought I was gonna harm myself, and so it's a horrible feeling to be locked in somewhere and you can't get out, like a prison. And you can't get out. They won't let you out unless they feel you're ready to get out. That happened to me before, but that's another story. But it's from me being dysphoric, and I was getting very dysphoric about not being able to get my top surgery, because it's been almost 2 years, and I still haven't been able to get it. And I'm smart enough to get it. I just don't have the funds. I really don't, and I'm also depressed about that, because at my age I should have at least enough money for top surgery. That's how I feel. Like I should have enough money. I should be rich by now, whatever. I just feel like I should have the money for the top surgery. I should have the $12,000 for top surgery, but I just don't. I just don't. It's a long story why I don't have it. Because I have a daughter I gotta take care of, and just things like that, and I've got to take care of my house, and bills, and taking care of other people. And now it's time to take care of myself, and, I have to keep spending the money on something. If something comes up. So I complained a little bit on that site, thinking probably won't get any help. I didn't want any advice, and I probably won't get any body to donate to me, even though they do donations. But I noticed they only did it to like their close friends on there, and the people that were in the little clique. But I thought I'll give it a shot. I am a risk taker. I've always been a risk taker. I'm a daredevil kind of guy. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot, see what happens. And oh God, I was thinking to myself, I hope the owner of that site isn't going to be a real bitch to me, because I just felt that guy hated my guts from the beginning, and I never knew why. But I'm really intuitive and sensitive to certain things, and I was sensitive to that guy too. Because when I first tried to join, he wrote me an email saying, we don't accept cis males, and I had to explain to him, no, I'm transgender. And then it took him a while to finally accept me. I don't think I looked like a cis male, but apparently he did. I don't think I did. But it was the way he worded it too, and I can't remember how he worded it, but he wasn't very nice about it. So anyway, I went ahead and said how depressed I was feeling, and I needed my top surgery. And I thought, oh God, I'm not gonna ask for money, because then I'll sound like a beggar. Even though people do ask for donations, I just asked, I just let them know that I really needed the top surgery and some help. And right away, people started, not everybody, certain ones started writing some stupid things to me. So I'm telling them I didn't want to go back into a state hospital, because that's how dysphoric I was. I got, like, I'm basically suicidal, and they didn't care. They basically cared about was telling me how to do things and how to run my life. Like I was real stupid. They just started treating me like I was really a stupid person, and I just resented that. I resented the hell out of that, and I couldn't take it anymore. Just some of the remarks, like the first remark was, so I asked, because I asked, well, where can I go then to try to get donations for top surgery, because Facebook wasn't helping. People on my Facebook wasn't helping me, because they're religious and they don't believe in it, so I guess they feel like they'd be donating to hell or something, or Satan, without saying so, but I know that's how they think. So I told them that was a dead end, and so what the first person said, well, why don't you tape your breasts back? Tape them back. Like use trans tape. Now, I didn't ask how to cover my chest, and there's nothing in what I wrote where I was asking how to cover my chest. I was asking where I can go to get donations, and that I really needed the money because I'm not suicidal, or I'm not sick about it, depressed. So right away I'd get the stupid people, and I made a little remark back, like, well, do you tape? No. Do you tape your breasts back? This wasn't about me taping my breasts. And they said, oh no. I said, of course not. And nobody on it, there wasn't anybody that was trying to give me information that didn't have top surgery already. They all had it. They'd all had it. So you think that they would know what I was going through, because they could have been going through it earlier in life, and maybe they remembered what that was like. But I didn't get that impression that anybody was remembering what that was like. They just started getting on my case. I didn't know why, and all I could think of was, these are some nasty people. Some of them were nice, but I noticed, like, the poorer ones, they must have been poor. They kind of got the impression the ones that had money just stayed quiet, and they just posted on other people's right after mine. They just posted information on other people's that didn't need any money, so they didn't post on mine, and I could tell they were wealthy. You could tell by their photos and the vacations they'd been on, and I just can tell. But the other ones were saying things like, well, somebody actually asked me where I lived, and they actually sent me names of a bunch of doctors and surgeons that I could go to. Again, I never asked, like, how to get top surgery. I never used the word how. I just said I needed it. And then every doctor that they listed, I'd already called before except for one. I'd already called and dealt with them all before, except for one. And the one that they gave me that was new, I did call, and it was for children, for burn patients. So that was embarrassing to call there and ask if they take transgender patients, and have the receptionist tell me, no, we only take children. This is Shriners Hospital, and that's the number that this person gave me. I said, that's really stupid. And then, then the owner finally gets on, and he starts bitching at me. It sounded like he was just talking down to me too. Like, well, why don't you go get a loan? Oh, we don't give donations here. this isn't that kind of a site. Gee, I wish we could, but we don't. And I thought, well, what, and I said, did I ask you for any money? And I told him to be more sensitive, because I really want to tell him off better than that. That's all I really said to him. And then some other people were just sounded really rude. Yeah, there's so many comments that were just so rude and unsupportive. And trying to tell me, well, you might want to have to go out of state. And then people would tell me about their own experiences. Like somebody said, well, they had to wait 18 years to get taught. I thought, 18 years? Yeah, I had to wait 18 years. And I said, well, how old were you? Because I can't wait 18 years. I don't even know if I have 18 years to live. So let's wait 18 years to get top surgery. So to tell me, wait 18 years, I thought that was stupid too, and rude. And then somebody else said, finally I just lost it. I just lost my cool, because somebody was so rude by saying, what'd they say, just a bunch of crap. Well, you already got all the information from all these people here. Like I was stupid, and like they were like my teacher or my mother or somebody. I don't know. Now you should know what to do with all that. And I don't see why you can't get a credit card and get a loan. Like, I don't see why you can't get a credit card and get a loan. But they're just dictating to me. Like, I didn't get on there to be dictated to. And then one person was kind of nice about it, because they were saying, well, this is where you can go, help this helps, for donations. At least you can try it. That was cool. I had a couple cool people on there. They were just seemed like they were level-headed, but the others, I don't know if they were psychotic or what. I'm not kidding. I don't know. So I got real pissed off at that last one that was just saying, well, you've been given information. I know what they were trying to say. Like, you got all the information you need. Why are you still having problems? I don't see why you're still having problems. That just pissed me off. Or then they said something like they were disabled, and they still got top surgery. Why can't I? Like I was just so damn stupid. It just pissed me off. So I said, I don't need your rude information, and just and I called him an asshole. And I knew as soon as I called him an asshole, so they'd be getting on my case. It's just like this jump on Hunter. Let's just jump on Hunter. That's what I felt like. Let's just jump on him. So then the owner of the site gets on and says, "This is a warning. The way you just talked to my friend." And he said, "No wonder you have problems with your bad attitude." And that was it. That was it. Because my attitude wasn't bad. Their attitudes were bad. And I was just defending myself, and I felt like I wasn't able to defend myself enough. So I just called him an asshole too, or something, and I don't know, he just pissed me off. And I want to tell him so much more, but I just tell me this is a warning. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a support group. I'm not an AA or anything. So to tell me, you're warning me, you'll take me off. Oh, screw you. And so I just told him off and took myself off there. I just took myself off there. And instead of letting him, talk to me like a little child. They're children. It is like I went into a rest home and I'm with old people that are just real crabby, and their brains they can't remember anything, and they're just immature little children. So I got myself off there. So that's my experience. That's what I get for joining a support group. And you're supposed to think of them as your brothers, because they're your trans brothers. We're all brothers. We're all in it together, but I'm not in it with people like that. and I don't want to be in it with people like that. No, they're not my brothers. And some of them act like my sisters. And I'm only saying that because I got the impression that, like, old women were cackling on there, like cackling, just like watching The View. So I didn't even get the impression that I was talking to men on some of them. Some of them I did, but some of them I didn't. I just felt like it was a bunch of old mother hens that were worse because they were worse than your grandmothers because they were just getting on your case because you were helpless, or they thought you were that helpless. And when you tell somebody that you're sick and you may even be suicidal, you don't expect somebody to get on your case for it. Like, you might as well go kill yourself, kind of. That's what I felt like. Just go kill yourself. You'll be better off. You know, they didn't say it in words. You know, they could have sent me right over the edge, and I could have ended up in a hospital. But you know, I just pulled myself together. I'm trying to pull myself together over it, and still doing my own research, which I've been doing anyway, to get my surgery. And the only place that I could really get the surgery at was a place that I couldn't believe what they told me. I'd have to wait until I was 64 years old. 64. I did the math, you know, and it's like how many years I'd be waiting to get top surgery. I can't believe it. I could not believe that. Well, there was another place which I'm applying for, but they're hard to get into because their staff they're so incompetent, and the reviews for that particular surgeon, this particular surgeon that I've been looking at, they're really bad. I mean, there's only a couple good ones, so it's like a crapshoot. You know, if I'm gonna get good top surgery, and then my friend that I live with says, well, at least it's free. Like, you can get free top surgery, but you got to put up with the bullshit, and you may be botched up according to what I was reading in the reviews. And there were a lot of reviews and a lot of bad reviews, and some of them were horrifying, just horrifying reviews. So I said, I really don't want to get top surgery. They're going to do a hack job on me. You know, it is my body, and I don't really necessarily want some bad surgery. You know, if you're going to get surgery, you want the best, and then you get what you pay for, right? But you know, you can pay a lot of money and still get really bad top surgery. You can get something go wrong, and I've heard of that too, and I've seen it only on YouTube though, because I don't have trans friends that say, hey, look, I got my top surgery, and showing me. I mean, I've talked to a couple on the phone, two different people. One said theirs was botched up, and they were in pain all the time. That didn't make me feel very hopeful. Like, that could happen to me, you know. And they had to get a revision because they've been in pain for years. And the other one was fine with their top surgery, but they were kind of weird and sounded a little bit mentally ill. And I don't want to say who it is. I'm not gonna say why, because they could be watching this. Yeah, so I don't want to wait till I'm 64 years old. That's and going out of state is not really an option right now. So I don't know. I just wanted to kind of vent about that not all support groups are going to support you, and it was just wrong of those people to do that. And my partner here, when I was reading them back, some of the things people were saying to me, writing to me, he couldn't believe what, you know. I said, look at this, and he'd say, why are you on this site? Why are you in this group? These people are shitty. I said, I don't know. I guess because they're older trans guys. But that's you know. So I gave it a shot. And Tachi knows I gave it a shot. All I can do is keep looking and I'm just gonna have. There's nothing in the state that I live in that's that I could afford right now. Well, I really would like to go to Dr. Garamore because that's where a lot of trans guys go and they get good results. He's in Florida, and but I called and well, that was a while ago that I called, but I think people were saying he was 5,000, but he's not. He's 10,000, 10 grand. I'm not sure. It could be 9,000, but it's something I don't have right now. I was saving up to get my top surgery, and then my truck broke down, and that was the thing that I put in on the site, the support group, and they didn't care. Somebody even repeated what I wrote, and then you said, you know, you had other things to pay for. It's like, yeah, I said that, or they wouldn't read the whole thing, and they tell me to go do something that I already said that I did. And I told somebody to learn how to read, and then, you know, then the owner was pissed off at me because I told him to learn how to read. Just I was getting tired of them trying to teach me stuff that I already knew, or, you know, educate me things. I'm not uneducated. They're acting like, well, you must be uneducated because you don't have your top surgery. That's what I felt like. And you shouldn't have to be abused by people of your own peers or by anybody. I don't take shit from anybody anyway. I'm just not an ass kisser. And a lot of people do. They get along in life because they ass kiss, but I don't ass kiss. I hate to do that. I don't feel right doing that. And I don't feel right not defending myself either. So if somebody wants to kick me off something, kick me off. Go ahead, do it. Do what you gotta do. That's really the only update I have. Besides, I got my hair cut. I'm not losing my hair. That's not why I have less hair. It may look like it, but I got a little bit too. I gotta put in the sides. It's kind of cool. It's just a little too short for my taste, but I guess it'll grow out soon enough. Maybe not soon enough, but yeah, it kind of looks like a little boy's cut or something. I told the stylist what I wanted, and yeah, she cut it in. Before you know it, when I look up, she cut it too short. I had to pay for it because I'm not gonna run out of a stylist. I could have done that and then dealt with the police or something as I was trying to run out, saying you fucked up my hair. It's okay. I think it's probably better than it was longer. It was kind of getting my face all the time and stuff, but it's a little too short for my taste. And it's really, my hair is blonde, so you should see the back of my hair, because she shaved it in the back. She gave me a fade, because she said, you know, well, what do you want? I told her what I wanted, and I expected her to do it exactly the way I wanted it. I said, well, I wanted a fade, but just told her where, like here, like around the ears, like above the ears, and then like do a 1 and a 2, and then that, and she did it, but you can't tell. In the back, just looks like, I mean, you can see through my blonde hair in the back, which it looks kind of funny to me. It almost looks like I'm bald, but I'm not bald, and I'm not losing as much hair as I thought. It's thinned out, but you know, I'm on testosterone. What do you expect? But I didn't lose all my hair. If you're thinking, you know, Hunter's lost his hair, and I didn't lose. It just got cut off. That's all. And it's gonna grow. So I'm gonna go. Tachi's gonna wake up one day soon. We're gonna go. And thanks for listening to me rant and rave and complain. And I'll let you know what's going on with my top surgery. If anybody's concerned, if you want to leave a comment, you know where to leave it. Leave the comments below. I'm gonna go. Hunter out. Peace out. Bye.